Even more important, because if you look at this study here, cyber criminals are targeting our remote employees. That's a brand new landscape, really, that's opened up since COVID-19, with millions upon millions of workers moving to their home environments, sometimes on personal devices that weren't secured, as well as corporate-owned devices. This study from Cybersecurity Ventures Research said that ransomware attacks happened every 14 seconds, and they expect that to drop to every 11 seconds, a new ransomware attack in 2021. And so criminals are getting smarter and more intelligent. They're using different tools, as you see represented here, to try and compromise the trust and the security that's deployed for the remote workers. And so with that in mind, our presentation today is really going to focus on a framework, or incorporate, I should say, a framework. That's the NIST cybersecurity framework version 1.1. I mentioned this at the beginning of our presentation because there's regulatory compliance that's facing almost every industry, from finance to manufacturing to our public schools, first responder units, all over. They have a regulatory compliance that faces their industry. And almost all of these industries incorporate the NIST cybersecurity framework into their cybersecurity policies. And it's interesting too that today, because of the cybersecurity framework being utilized, more and more cybersecurity insurance policies are evolving too. They're expecting us as organizations to make sure that we're putting up the right defenses. In fact, we're seeing that claims from cybersecurity insurance organizations are even being denied if organizations are not doing what they're supposed to be doing to properly secure and protect their infrastructure. So what used to be, well, let's get a cybersecurity insurance policy in place, and if something happens, they'll cover it. Not so much. We're bearing more and more responsibility to establish controls to reduce risk. And so as we get into our first speaker today, Richard Pressler, as he presents on the topic of working from home, again, some of these policies, he'll talk about work from home policies, the 5 policies that can better secure your work from home workforce.